a friend of mine called Thomas who actually committed suicide right here in Pattaya. Same sort of story, fell in love with a bar girl. They opened a place here and jumped in a kind of shop house with a Thai kitchen at the back, rented a few motorcycles, and basically the family came down and threatened him. He went back to England to tie up some bits and pieces. He'd took the lease out, paid the key money. They'd done it all out and it was starting to be successful. The family came down and said, we don't need you here. You don't show your face around here again. And a bit more aggressively than that, booked into a hotel, drank half a bottle of Jack and jumped off a balcony. Very sad, yeah. I mean, there's some really sad stories that happen here in Pattaya, and it's been happening for years, unfortunately.
What sort of advice and like words do you pass on to men coming over here to help them navigate those obstacles?
It's really difficult. The problem is if you try to tell people too much, they take you as someone like a know-it-all, like this guy thinks he's, like he knows everything. And there's an old saying in England, I don't know if you've heard this one, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. And a lot of these guys, if you try to give them any kind of advice, they already know it all, and I think until a guy's been burnt, he's got to be burnt once to really get the knowledge, and it's just how badly he's going to get burnt, financially or heartbroken, whatever it is. But generally, I'd say most guys who come over here are sensible. They take it for what it is. They have a good time, and they go back and work, save up, and come back and do it a year later. So they're the majority.
What advice would you give people, guys coming over here?
Just be sensible. Don't. It depends what they're doing over here. There's a lot of guys don't go to bars. People assume that all the guys who come over to Thailand want to go to bars and have holiday girlfriends, and that a lot of guys do. Yeah, the only advice I'd say is just be sensible. Don't do anything you do here that you wouldn't do at home. Like you wouldn't in the UK, for instance, you wouldn't find a new girlfriend, be with her for 3 months, and give her access to all your accounts, all your money, and everything. But people come here and they do that, and they're surprised when they lose it all.
Yes. I hear you. What is the real costs of spending time with Thai ladies or marrying a Thai lady?
In what respect?
Marrying her. So say if someone wants to come over from the UK and they want to marry a Thai lady.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people do come here and they do marry Thai women, good Thai women. They have families. I've got friends who are married to Thais, but what they have to remember is that it's a completely different culture. And what a lot of guys do, where they make the mistake, is they try and mold the girl they're with to be exactly the girls back home. So what's the point in coming out here and trying to find a girl 6,000 miles from the UK anyway? And you've got to be flexible. You're going to do things that are going to annoy her, and she's going to hate it, and she's going to annoy the hell out of you, and you've got to be very understanding and try and adjust to their culture. That's the problem when guys take these girls and try to mold them into what they want. It doesn't always work. Actually, some of the most successful relationships here are the guys who they fit in with the Thai family. They don't put a barrier up, and they fit in with the Thai family. They take part in things. They eat a lot of Thai food. They cook, and they become integrated into Thai society. They're the ones who really work out well.
Yes. So, what sort of price range would you say a guy wants to come over here, wants to marry a lady? What
are you talking
just
about?
Off the top of your head.
Are you talking about just coming over here and finding a girl to marry?
Yes.
Really, honestly, I don't have a lot of experience with that because I was married for 33 years and my Korean wife was with me. So short term, that kind of thing where guys want to meet. In the old days, there used to be dating agencies in Bangkok. You'd go along and you'd watch a video. It's not like now where you've got Tinder, but doing all the rest of it.
Or a menu.
Well, it was. Girls would go in and register. They'd make a little video. Tell on camera what their name was, how old they were, what they'd like to do. Guys would come over from wherever. They'd go through this catalogue. Excuse me. They'd watch a few videos, and then the agency would set up a date, and it would go from there. But the biggest problem for dating Thai women here is the language barrier, because it is a real problem, and you can't always rely on the apps because they get it wrong. It's different for everybody.
I'm with you. Say if a guy met a bar girl, okay, what's the general? Because I'm sure you've had loads of them say the sponsors.
Yeah, I mean,
what's the general payment for a monthly girlfriend?
again, I'm not the guy to ask that because I don't have the experience. I mean,
Right.
I've been with friends who they haven't sponsored girls, gone back home and sponsored them, and I've heard various stories, and people send me stories, but I don't have an A to Z of how much you should pay and for how long and all the rest of it. I mean, I know going rates on the
Yeah,
beach
yeah,
road, of course I do.
yeah,
I don't walk around with my eyes closed, but everybody's different, you know. I mean,
yeah,
one of the biggest questions that gets asked to me on my channel is how much do I need to come out on a holiday for 2 weeks, or how much do I need to come out there for a month? And it's like saying how long is a piece of string, because the thing is, it depends on your lifestyle. Are you going to come out here and go drinking every night and bar fine girls and spend the whole week, 2 weeks getting drunk and with different ladies every day? Or are you going to come here and have one holiday girlfriend? Or it just, there's so many variants. It's
yes.
impossible to give a set, you know, this is how much you need.
Yeah, but what's the general, like the most accurate, the most popular figure that you get from? Because I'm sure, you, like I said, you get a lot of calls coming in.
Yeah,
You
I
get
mean,
a lot
look,
of emails coming in.
look, when I used to come here on holiday, but you're talking, I've been here 3 years now. So the last time I came here actually on a holiday for a couple of weeks or 10 days, something like that, was probably about 4 years ago. And I'd come out here for 10 days. I'd probably bring £2,000 with me. And for that, I'd have a good 10 days. But I wasn't going bonkers, and I wasn't really, I mean, I wasn't taking out bar girls. So if I had, I would have probably needed another £2,000. That's the most expensive thing, is the entertainment side of things here. If you're one of those guys and you come here and you just want to come and play golf, or I mean, people do it. People come here and they want to go hiking in the national parks and they want to see the country. They're not interested in bars. Those sort of guys won't need a huge budget because Thailand is still relatively cheap. It's only when you're in the tourist areas and you're in the entertainment zones and you're going into go-go bars where your money gets, you know, really down, goes really quick.
Yeah. So what's the general answer you give the your viewers when you're sharing with them the price of living in Thailand?
I'm not going to do a self-advertisement here, but I run a kind of consultancy service where if someone really wants to talk to me one-on-one.
Give it me.
Okay, so
Sell it.
I run a kind of consultancy service where if they can come online, speak one-on-one to me, and they'll ask me these questions, and I'll ask them a lot of questions. I'll say, for instance, like, what do you tend to do? How long do you intend to stay here? What level of a hotel are you going to be? Are you going to be in the Hilton, or are you going to be in 1,000 baht a night? And then I can kind of work out something that's fairly accurate. But what I always tell people who come here, whatever you budget, put a third on top of it, because if you don't spend it, you can take it home. And there's nothing worse than I've seen it happen. Guys, they've got 3 days left of their holiday and they run out of money.